Big walk-on from Peter Wright, and the crowd responding as ever. He really has become a very much liked character around the World Darts game, but goodness me, he's got a tough first-round match here against Ian White. Peter Wright being quoted at 14-1 when the tournament started by the bookies, and a few people are thinking maybe he was the value for money bet. It's another one who's yet to win a major televised tournament, but surely that time is going to come. Ian White from Stoke-on-Trent, 45 years old. They've met twice in matches last year. White won 6-5 in Wigan on the Pro Tour, and Wright won 6-5 in the European Grand Prix event in Sindelfingen. So there's not a lot between them, Alan, in terms of form.
No, they'll both be wary of that, but from Peter Wright's point of view, he's now in that contenders group, isn't he? One of the elite players in the world, up to number 5. You know, yet to get over that winning hurdle. He's been to the final of the World Series final, the World Championships, the UK Open, 2 of the World Series in Dubai and Japan, and of course the World Cup, but just not got that title under his belt. I'm sure it'll come because he's playing so well, he practices hard, he puts the work in. If you put the work in, you'll get the rewards. From Ian White's point of view, he's kind of taken his foot off the gas over the last 4-6 months, but he's certainly more capable.
First time they've ever met on TV, this. I thought the match, incidentally, between Peter Wright and Dave Chisnell at the World Championships, for me, was one of the matches of the tournament. It was an outstanding game of darts.
Yeah, it's blow for blow, wasn't it? It really was, in the high scoring and the big finishes, and one of the highlights of the 2 weeks down in London.
Peter Wright just edging home, and he's started well here. And you talk about players who've maybe just taken their eye off the ball a little bit and wanting to have a break away from the sport. I suspect that Peter Wright, first time that he's met Ian White on television and still looking for that major championship win, he might be one of those who really is motivated for this. Absolutely,
he's really hungry for everything in the game, really, which is good to see from somebody that's been around for quite a while, although it's the last 3 or 4 years where he's really made his mark. But he's hungry for that first title, and I'm sure if he gets his first one, there'll be quite a few more to follow.
He has won ranking events, but never on the televised stage. Right, 83 for his first checkout. Treble 10 he's looking for. Oh no, he's gone the bull route, double 8.
67.
Well, that shows good confidence going for the ball, despite Ian White back on 2-4-1, so he did have a little bit of time. A decent first leg from Peter Wright. Double 8 after 12.
100.
So let's see if he can tidy this up this time. There it is, nice double to get off to a winning start. A lot of Wright fans in the crowd, and a lot of multicoloured haircuts. Young and old sporting the Peter Wright look. I never tried that down my local. I might give it a go one time, raise a few eyebrows.
I'll turn up just to have a look. Yeah, he's certainly got himself that ultra ego, hasn't he, when he's up there on the stage, because as we all know, he's quite a quiet lad in the back, you know, behind the scenes. But up there, he's a showman, but he also produces the goods.
Well, he's got that terrific persona. If you can't play, you can't go on stage looking like that, can you? Let's be honest.
No, that's true. He's certainly, well, yeah, new haircut.
He's playing well, straight in quickly, and putting the throw of White under pressure here.
Yeah, you mentioned that earlier, John, the first TV encounter, which is incredible, really, when you get 2 players of this standard.
85.
It's 6-4 in career stats, in Peter Wright's advantage. But first time they've ever played at this sort of level, if you like.
Absolutely. Well, the pants and Peter Wright certainly outshone the hairdo. Incredible pair of strides there, Mr. Rawling.
Yeah.
Well, needs another treble, and he gets it.
He's worked tremendously hard at his game, Peter. and his advance over the last year or two has been a reward for a lot of hard work.
And that's the key, John. He really has put it in. It's easy for us to say this and people to listen to it, but he's one of those players that really puts the work in, the practice. He tries to change the darts here and there. Oh, needed the treble 13.
So, right then, 116 to take this one against the throw. This is a very makeable checkout. He's looking at 19s. Treble 19 again for tops. Now tops for a 116 checkout.
76.
Seemed to just wait a little bit too long there. But it was on the wire. Ian White steps in to make it one apiece.
You think just made him pause on that throw at the double 20? Normally he'd be straight in, wouldn't he?
Well, maybe it was a treble single and double finish, and normally the momentum is just to follow that, but just maybe took his time a little bit too much. It's easy to say that because he missed it, but it just looked like that from here.
Wright missing a chance to put the throw under pressure there. White rather, after an indifferent first visit from Peter.
Well, yeah, as you've seen with the race to 10, back to the hair. I think he needs one of Peter's wigs as well.
It's a great picture down at Frimley Green of a very hairy Michael van Gerwen.
Yeah, we all used to have hair. Fortunately, I've still got mine.
Mine still grows. It's just gonna kind of change colour slightly.
What green?
No, I've got a hint of grey now.
If you had green hair like Peter, you may look younger.
There's certainly be a talking point.
64.
Good atmosphere here today.
Well, we've had two strange games, really, when you think about it. That first one was incredible. Thornton and Chisnell coming back from an 8-0, and then really Terry Jenkins had the chance to take it to that last leg decider, but Wade getting over the line.
6 attempts at double.
Terry he missed his opportunity, didn't he? Don't give James Wade too many chances.
That's good from Ian White. Now then, Wrighty, what have you got here? 98. White is poised with an attempted break.
94.
Good last dart.
Yeah, good last one. Single 18 would have left the Shanghai. The treble even better. So 98. Is he going to go straight for it? Yes, is the answer. Just up a little bit. Ooh, not that much.
Annoyed there. Now, can Peter make him pay? 84 to go 2-1 ahead. 14 maybe. Oh, double 11 now. Got the treble.
62.
Well, that's another missed dart at the double. It's only one, but it can be significant. He had that one dart in the second leg for 116 and didn't return. And he's not going to return this time either.
Ian White, full-flag Ian to throw first.
Ian White, world ranked number 12. Quoted at 40 to 1 by the bookies originally for this.
Yeah, that was very break and
anxious
throw
to
there.
get going then.
Yeah, it was a break of throw. I don't think he realised that he'd lost his throw there.
Ian beat him a couple of times in 2013 in the Championship League and went out in the first round of this competition last year, beaten 10-4 by A.D. Lewis.
Oh, both players lost to Adrian last year, didn't they?
Indeed.
They did. So it's a good opportunity, as I said, at the start of the tournament for all these players to see what level they're playing at for the season. A big title to play for. Quite a few quid as well.
Talking of people whose appearance has changed slightly over the years, Ian White looked slightly different when he was runner-up to Phil Taylor in the News of the World back in 1997. More of a heavy metal hero in those days.
With the old ponytail, yes.
If you don't believe me, Google it. Other search engines are available.
Oh, Ian White Very difficult to throw off his own focus. One of those players that really does concentrate. Peter Wright loves to get the crowd going on his side. Builds on the momentum from the crowd to get himself going and win the match and the legs. Even the kids are getting involved.
Crowd, you sense, are ready to start raising the atmosphere if they get inspired by some of the darts. Now, what can Wright do here? 161 would certainly inspire them. That's a great first. Treble 17 he needs for Bull. He's missed it.
Good setup though. That's important. He lost his throw in the previous leg, looking to get that straight back.
So back he comes for double 12. 24 needed. Not a bad marker. And there he goes, back onto level terms, and that's the break back straight away. And now he can go first.
Yeah, that was important for him, wasn't it? To get that one.
Break at the end of this leg. And Wright will clearly be wanting to hold his throw here. Good start.
Well, there's certainly plenty of darts to go over this weekend. And I think it's important for these players, easy to say, just get through that first round. And you almost feel like you're in the tournament. I mean, you're in the quarterfinals if you win one game, with it being a top 16 event.
A few Wayne Mardle style shirts in the
Stand up if you love the darts.
Indeed.
Certainly love it here. Milton Keynes, second year here in the 4th Masters.
Brilliant performance last year from Michael van Gerwen, wasn't it?
112 average in the final.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Against Raymond.
Yeah, Barney didn't do a lot wrong. He played well all weekend. We'll be looking forward to his match following this one against young Michael Smith.
96.
Michael Smith among the award winners at the PDC dinner. Best young player. Now Wright trying to check out 61. Wanted treble 10, he's got it for double 16.
49.
Oh, White's left the big 170. Can he attack it? Get that first dart, obviously in, but at the top of the wire and leave the bed open. Not to be. So Peter Wright will return. He was 2-1 down. He's got a good opportunity now to go in at the break at 3-2.
So 32 needed for Peter Wright. That's not bad, slight adjustment needed. And there it is. So he has the advantage as they go to the first break with the throw. He thinks he should be further ahead. He thinks he let Ian White off the hook a little bit there, but he's got a lead. He's 3-2 up. On doubles in the early stages. He thinks he should, I'm sure, have a bigger advantage than he's got right now, but he's managed to get the edge at that first break, so no damage done. And the favourites to win this, of course, Peter Wright, is just ahead by 3 legs to 2.
Yeah, the important leg for me was leg 4, when he just lost his throw. He got it straight back. Well, plenty of the bed to aim for there. Well, he could have got those.
Happy days for the Wright fans.
On anything, they were so close together, they really were.
Grouping like that, he could have got about 12 darts in there, couldn't he?
Incredible. Try and flip one in the middle.
60.
Not to be. Yeah, that 4th leg, very important for Peter Wright. He just lost his throw, and that enabled him to throw first in the 5th leg and go in at the break. 3-2 ahead, and a little bit more
60.
of a better feeling inside than positive thoughts coming out for the second part of the match.
Definitely got a break opportunity here. A couple of trebles here would be handy. A 140.
Well, 161 after 9. Certainly no mean feat. in any leg, it gives yourself a good opportunity. Ian Wright's just lost his scoring boots a little bit. But that's not a bad visit from Ian.
So 161, treble 20s first dart. Can't be done now.
19s. Oh, the ball, 25, good thinking, leaves him a 2-dart finish. Single 19, may have only given 1 dart at the double if he didn't hit the treble. So he's returning to the board. Well, 2 last good visits from Ian Wright. And it's Peter Wright, the 16 for tops, to break again. Well, that was a long way off with the first one. But that one was straight in the double top. Well, from 2-1 down, 3 consecutive legs from Peter Wright. He now leads 4-2.
Plenty of fancy dress around. A lot of Star Wars characters, I've noticed. Saw a Chewbacca earlier. We've got a Darth Vader wandering around. Even a Princess Leia as well, who isn't quite like Princess Leia looked in her prime. In fact, it looks suspiciously male to me. We'll see if we can show you. That's a terrific 180 mean time for Peter Wright.
His first 180 in the first leg of the match, and in the second half, he's hit one in 2 legs on the spin. So starting to get the slipstream, as we call it, finding the mark. A good follow-up as well after the maximum with a 140. Started the leg with a 41, incredibly.
And he's 9 darts to 140. So Wright poised on a finish. Ah, there's Princess Leia. Yeah, I think that is a fella, isn't it?
Well, I'm saying nothing. Well, Ian White's got to be careful here because he was 2-1 ahead. He's lost 3 on the spin. You don't want a player of Peter Wright's quality getting too far ahead.
80 for 5-2. 20 would leave tops. Very good. 5 doubles out of 12. And Wright 5-2 ahead and starting to get a little bit of a cushion now.
Yeah, he's maintaining the scoring power just around the 100 or just slightly under. Ian Wright hasn't really got himself going continually with the scoring, really. He's had opportunities, but not many. Not hit a maximum, only 2 140s.
A netball team. Netball playing nuns.
This is better from White. Well, we just mentioned his scoring. That's what he can do. His first maximum. On cue.
Well, he needs considerably more of the same. 181 as opposed to Wright's 358, and he's continuing, look. He's got a switch now.
25 maybe, or treble 15.
135.
I think he looked at the 25 initially and looked at the scoreboard and realised he was quite a distance ahead. But 46 is okay.
59.
Gives him options.
46.
Looking down the board. Oh, he's gone for double 18 now. Good dart.
Oh, that'll make him feel a little bit better, won't it? 4 legs on the spin he lost. Just signs that he's found his scoring. It's taking him a bit of time to get there.
Cranking up his average a little bit. Ian Wright, after a fairly ordinary start by his own standards, but he's averaging in the mid-90s now.
Well, he's got a great chance here to break the throw, and if he can, he will be throwing first in the leg following this one. All of a sudden, we could be back to 5 apiece, and that's how quickly the game can change.
It's lovely to see some of the youngsters in amongst the party animals here, isn't it? Became a real family day out. There you go.
Get the sign up with the mum and dad.
Grandma loves Peter Wright.
Oh, there's no doubt whatsoever. Ian Wright has found his scoring.
And he's on a nice finish. 2:21 for Wright, just trying to put the pressure on. Another one would be handy.
May go for bull the last one here. Yeah, went for the bull. 25 would have left 116, but that's what can happen if you don't hit the 25. 126 isn't too bad though.
Bullseye. Oh, great finishing. What a lovely check out that was. He's into the match again now. He's moved on to a different level, is Ian?
Well and truly. And Peter Wright was looking like he was going to run away with it, because he was playing pretty well, but Ian Wright hadn't got into the match. And he's put another 10 points at least on his average over the last 3 or 4 legs.
At one stage, Peter was up round about the 100 mark, and Ian Wright was averaging less than 90, and now nothing between them.
Yeah, just shows you the swing, the momentum,
46.
the pendulum.
He's just lost his mojo for the moment, a little bit.
Well, I'd be thinking in the back of his mind that he was quite a bit ahead, and all of a sudden it could be 5 apiece. Break after this leg, and well, if he doesn't win the leg, it'll probably come at a good time, really, to get his thoughts together, ready for the final push.
We've had some tight matches, haven't we? If you're just joining us, Dave Chisnell came through against Robert Thornton, a remarkable comeback after he'd been 8 down to win 10-9. And then a tight one, James Wade coming home 10-8 against Terry Jenkins. And this is looking as though it's got the makings of another close one.
It does. It's because we said at the start of the show, John, when it's a race to 10, you've always got your opportunity if you've had a bad start or one of those patches in the middle where things don't go right, to put it right, because it's a long distance.
95.
Well, not a great last start, but White still a long way clear.
18 maybe.
That's a
It's
good
a
last
treble.
start.
Single would have left 160. And Christmas lights as well.
83, good dart, double 16. Oh, another brilliant check out. Ian White in the zone at the moment, and Peter Wright has been pegged back. He was 5-2 up, but he goes to the second interval with the match level, 5 legs apiece. Chisnell who won it.
49.
Yeah, it's one of those strange sports in the essence of you can't stop your opponent from scoring. And you can't defend like some of the other sports, some of the major sports, but in darts, it's 3 darts against 3 darts. You can't stop them scoring, you can just score better.
I guess golf is a sport which has parallels to this.
Yeah, possibly.
Right, now just set up the finish. Uses the bull.
Well, it's not a bad finish on 76, but you kind of think he should have gone for the treble there when you've lost a few legs on the bounce.
Well, let's see if he's going to be on the receiving end after that. Great visit from White. That's his second maximum, and now, well, he's missed the treble. Double 18, 1 dart at it. Moves the wire.
Well, my thought exactly, if he'd gone for the treble 19 and hit it, it would have been going at the board with 3 darts at the double. Ian White puts in the 180 and puts the pressure on. Still got to hit the double though.
He's believing now. That's against the throw. And now he is ahead 6-5. Is that 4 on the spin now?
Yeah, well, at 2-1 to White, Peter Wright wins 4 legs on the spin. And now Ian Wright has won 4 legs on the spin.
96.
Unusual.
And it's a slightly subdued crowd because they are very much in the Peter Wright camp, and the script is not being adhered to by Ian Wright.
Well, he needs the crowd to get onto him, really. But they'll only get onto him if he starts producing some darts and getting his teeth into the match like he did in the early part.
16.
Doesn't want it to drag on and still be behind as we're getting close to that finishing post.
Last time he dropped his throw, he came straight back, didn't he? Bounced straight back.
100.
Masters darts, it's all over the papers. Well, that's the old racing paper, isn't it?
Racing post. And if he was doing the crossword.
60.
Assessing the form. Needed a treble there. He's got a sniff of a break back here as Peter Wright.
Well, he's lost his scoring power, and when you think 20 minutes ago he was hitting everything, all of a sudden he started to miss. Ian Wright's come back, so that in your mind makes it a little bit harder. You try a little bit too hard, maybe just under the wire. Now that's a good one. He needs to get a couple of legs on the spin here.
Well, that'll enthuse the crowd mildly.
Well, 70 is one of those dodgy figures, because you're not sure actually how many darts at double you will get if you do get any.
Peter requires 70.
You would think he would get at least one.
Looking at the top, is he? Well, he went for treble 18 for double 8. Double 16 now. Oh, great dart. So he gets the break back he wants, Alan.
Yeah, I'll make him feel a bit better, won't he, after losing all those legs. It doesn't really matter if you fall over the line in the leg. Just important to get that leg on the board. Because what it does is makes you feel just that little bit better inside. The pressure releases, maybe relax a little bit better, and then produce darts like these.
Well, didn't that just exemplify and illustrate the argument perfectly? Suddenly gets the break back and confidently steps up and peppers that treble 20. Good response, by the way, for White.
Yeah, it's actually turning out to be a pretty good game, this one. Both averaging just under the 100.
95.
He was a bit disappointed that he didn't fill that up for another 180. First one was in an ideal position.
Yeah, you see so often so many opportunities, and when that fourth treble 20 goes in, the crowd notice it. The volume goes up in the arena. Then he hits a small one.
Yeah, needless to say, of course, with me commentating, we're not going to get a 9-darter, are we?
81.
Peter Wright's #1 fan there. It's about 3.
18s, 20s no good. So good thinking from Ian Wright. Single 20 would have left a bogey number.
145 for Peter Wright for 7-6. That's a great first start. Treble 15. It's a good leave.
Yeah, excellent leave. Now, a lot of players go down this route because it's 2 darts in the same bed. And that's the reason, because he's got a shot at the ball. He's already hit it for the 1-2-1, but couldn't quite hit it for the 1-6-4.
Didn't miss by a lot, did he? Now tops for Wright. And there he was, very deliberate indeed in letting that one go. He's ahead again, 7-6, first to 10.
Yeah, certainly livened up scoring-wise this match. That's Ian Wright's third. Peter Wright has hit 4, 7 in the match so far. Both players responding.
Ian Wright, after a very indifferent start in terms of scoring, has ramped up his average now to close to a ton.
Well, there's 89 average after the first 5 legs. So it just shows you the power scoring and finishing he's had in the last 20-30 minutes.
1 apiece in terms of results last year.
100.
First time they've ever met, remember, on TV.
Jeremy George. I wonder if Bobby's watching.
He's already taken.
Yes, absolutely. Well, needs a maximum to leave a finish, and that's exactly what he gets.
White then, 135, with Wright potentially on a 164 checkout, which we already saw White come very close to last time. Can't check out now, so can Wright succeed where White failed?
Caught on last start there in the treble, as he missed the 25 segment by quite some distance. Well, we saw Ian White miss this after hitting the 2 trebles. Peter Wright has got the same segment. Oh,
45 to square up the match. One would suspect this is a must take. So double 16, he's got 2 darts at it. Double 8. That's a big dart. That was a key dart. If he'd missed that, Wright was poised.
Yeah, that's 7 apiece now, but quite easily been 8-6 if he'd have missed that one. So it was important.
Break at the end of this leg.
So White gets himself back into the match. 7 apiece. Race to 10.
I beg your pardon, it's not a break at the end of this leg. We go right through to the finish from here. Fill it up. Good darts, my boy, and the crowd like it.
Yeah, we heard the shouts from the crowd, fill it up, and fill up he did. On 8-1. Again, we've got possible makings of another.
Could be a cliff decider. Could be a real cliffhanger, this one.
57.
Well, needs a big score here to leave a finish. Needs another one. Yes, good darts.
Good shooting that now. Right, 124. White on a big checkout, 167. Great first dart. He went for treble 16.
Well, he's taken the chance. He went for the double with the last one to leave it, believe it or not, surprisingly. Went for the 60 and hit the double.
Flash old leave that was. Even made Russ Bray pause momentarily. Russ Bray, the gravel-voiced referee. Double 8 then for 8-7.
Yep, to stay in front. Just had a look to the left there for some reason. Maybe the dart just fell out of his hand. Only relative now. He'll hit the double.
Oh, that's a potential big body blow here from Wright. Oh, he kicks himself a little bit at having missed that third one.
Well, the hairdos are the right do's.
57.
Advantage Wright.
Well, it's turned out to be actually quite a good darting encounter. Wright averaging 100, White just under 98. So it's been pretty good standard. It looks like it could go all the way. But Peter Wright is making a move here. If he can break here, he'll go one leg away.
Well, this would be a big break, wouldn't it?
Shiver me timbers.
Fair distance from the Caribbean here, isn't it?
100.
That's okay in the sense it leaves him a finish, but it's making Ian White having to work.
Well, he could have done with that last dart going in. Now, 170 is the requirement, the maximum checkout.
Just needs to be careful here, because it's blocked the bed. He's moving over. Surprisingly, he's not moved for 18s, but if he can hit the treble, well, there you go. He's only at 60, so still leaves himself something to do. Now, Ian White has missed this before by hitting the 2 trebles and missing the ball. This time he won't get the opportunity. So can Peter Wright take out the 110?
136. You require 110.
Decided to stay on 19s. Well, 110. This would be a real kick to White. Treble 19 would leave double 19. He's got it. Double 19. Yes! Great dart. And an appreciative, sporting little round of applause from Ian White. He realises that was a terrific checkout.
Yeah, more in the context of the match, because it has been pretty close in this final part of the encounter.
Serving for the match?
Well, absolutely. And by getting that finish, it's given him a great opportunity. Only 1 leg away now.
Peter's wife. A marvel with the hair action. She's the one who does all the styling.
But you can't take your foot off the gas. He did this earlier on, Peter Wright, when he was 5-2 ahead, and all of a sudden lost 4 legs on the spin. He's managed to gain his scoring power and finishing back again. That's why he's 9-7 ahead. He's a dangerous opponent, Ian White, when he can score.
There's Russ, the referee. Master of ceremonies at some of the big boxing events over in Germany as well. Loves the fight game.
82.
Used to be a copper once upon a time. Good lad.
Yeah, holding hands, hoping he can get over the line there. The Wright family.
Well, he's looking favourite to do so, isn't he? He's not on a finish yet. But White not really putting him under pressure there. 179. Let's see how he can set this up. That's a good
It's all
dart.
down to Peter Wright, this, isn't it? Single 19 to leave the double.
Set up beautifully now, Alan.
Yeah, Ian White can't do anything about it now. It's all about what Peter Wright does in the next visit. Just contemplating and focusing, knowing what he has to do, because he knows what it means.
Right, tops then. For Wright to take his place in the quarterfinals. That's a decent marker. And there he goes. He's beaten Ian White by 10 legs to 7. Peter Wright averaging over 100. That's the best darts we've seen so far today. And he now takes his place in the quarterfinals, where he'll be meeting either Phil Taylor or Jelle Klassen, who are playing tonight. But he's done what counts so far, and he's beaten White 10-7.